Hello everyone, I am Samiksha Kaurav, volunteer at Shivi Forensics, welcoming you all to the session of Basics of Forensic Dermatoglyphics. Basically, starting with the overview. So, what exactly forensic dermatoglyphics defines? Dermatoglyphics is the study of rich patterns of the skin, a study of lines, tracing, and the study of palm print, sole print, hand print, etc. The word dermatoglyphics comes from the two Greek words derma and glyphi. Derma means skin, and the glyphi is the study of curves. The term dermatoglyphics was coined by Cummins and Mildo in 1926. This refers to the friction-rich formation which appears on the palm of the hand and the sole of the feet. Dactyloscopy is the new term in forensic dermatoglyphics, which is a scientific study of fingerprints. It is the study of fingerprints as a means of personal identification that involve manual comparison of fingerprints. Then coming to the importance of forensic dermatoglyphics in forensics. Yeah, it plays a crucial role for further investigations such as in personal identifications, crime scene investigation, comparative analysis, disaster victim identification, which is also known as DVI, and legal evidence that are admissible in courts of law for authentication and scientific credibility. Forwarding to applications of forensic dermatoglyphics in criminal investigations. These aids in law enforcement to identify suspects. This includes criminal identification and verification of identity and many more. Criminal identification, which shows detection, comparison, objects or victims to link suspects to the crime scene, and verification of identity used in legal, administrative, and security systems for verifying the identity of individuals, including background checks. Moving to terminologies under forensic dermatoglyphics. First is dactyloscopy and dactylography. Dactyloscopy is the science that deals with the study of fingerprints as a means of personal identification that involve manual comparison of fingerprints. The origin of the word dactyloscopy derived from the two Greek words dactyle and scopian. Dactyle means finger and scopian means to study or to examine. The science of study of fingerprints is called dactyloscopy. Coming to dactylography, it is the scientific study and analysis of fingerprints as a means of identification. Then other terminology is stereoscopy and podoscopy. Stereoscopy is the science of palm print identification derived from Greek words shear and scopian. Shear means a hand and scopian means to examine or the study. Then podoscopy is the footprint and footwear identification, which is also derived from the Greek words podo. It means foot, and scopian as same to examine or to study. Forwarding to ridgeology and agioscopy. Ridgeology is the study of the ridges with the combination of poroscopy, agioscopy, and ridge characteristics. This identifies patterns, characteristics, pores, etc. On other hand, agioscopy, the study of the edges and shapes of the ridges, which includes the study of endings, puckerings, and bifurcations. So here our third topic takes the entry fingerprints. Fingerprints are the impressions left by the friction ridges skin at the tips of the fingers. Fingerprints are the identifying patterns on the tips of the fingers that are unique to every individual. Each person has a unique set of prints and each of their fingers is different from the other fingers. Fingerprints are made from the raised lines on the fingertips called ridges and the indented portions of the fingertip called furrows. The ridges and furrows form three common characteristic patterns: loops, whorls, and arches. Coming to friction ridge and furrow concepts. Friction ridge are the raised portions of the skin of the print consisting of one or more connected ridges. Furrow is the valley or depression between friction ridges. Some components of the friction ridge skin are the ridges are hill-like elevated appear as black lines with tiny white dots called ports in an inked impression. Second is furrows that are canal-like depressed portions found between the ridges which appear white lines. Third is pores that are sometimes called islands are the small opening found on skin and appear white on plain impression. Fourth is sweat duct. It is a long host-like structure that serves as a passageway for the sweat. Then last one is sweat glands, which produces sweat or perspiration. Coming to fingerprint patterns and types. So fingerprint patterns includes loops, whorls and arches, and their each type has various subcategories and are classified of these patterns is fundamental in forensic science, such as arch consists of plain arch and tented arch, loop consists of radial loop and ulnar loop, whorls consist of central pocket loop, lateral pocket loop, double loop, twin loop, etc. Coming upon fingerprint analysis. So, some fundamental principles of fingerprints are of all the methods of personal identification known to date, fingerprints offer the most successful means of identifying a person. It is today used as an infrastructure means of identification all over the world. This method possesses all the major qualities of an effective identification medium as discussed below: uniqueness, permanence, universality, simplicity of recording, and simplicity of classification. As we already understood the human fingerprints, now coming to animals' fingerprints, or can be said fingerprints in other species rather than humans. So, koala is one of the few mammals native in Australia that has fingerprints. To be noted, monkeys have fingerprints which are almost the same with human beings. It is proven that fingerprints of monkeys are mistakenly identified as human fingerprints. Okay, so our next topic is identification techniques and technologies. AFIS, the Automated Fingerprint Identification System, which is an automated identification process used by various countries. AFIS does through the use of computer technology and especially coded digital images, fingerprints, which can be searched and compared, and also it stores the data of fingerprints. Thank you for sharing your valuable time.